All right, so we did the first three, lesson 1A, 1B, 1C, and this is what I have so far. So let's watch my video. The music fades in. We've got the nice title there. Change the color and the font a little bit. It fades out. My picture of New York Times Square. Keep on wanting to call it New York Times. That's the newspaper. And then the puppy fades in. Adorable little face. And now the puppy and the music will fade out down here. Not a bad first video if you've never done Wevideo before. And I know some of you have done Wevideo before, and that's great. Few more things we want to take care of. One, we have a title over here at the beginning. At the end of a video, there's usually something called credits. I know if you've ever watched a movie, at the end they tell you who the actors were and things like that. So let's go on up here by text. And again, I'm using the static text thing. There are moving text boxes that we'll use later. But under static, there's a thing called end credits. I guess that's another thing they call them. Yeah, the rolling credits at the end. So I'm going to click that guy and pull him over onto this line. Okay. And it says directed by the name, produced by actor 1, actor 2. Well, I don't really have that many actors, but I could at least credit the person who made the video, which is, hello, me. So I'm going to click on that to put it into edit mode. And if I scroll down a little bit, I can even delete actor 1 and actor 2, backspace that. But directed by Pat, of course, you would put your name. Produced by, and we'll say, I don't know, we can make up a name, or I could say GMS Tech Ed. And if I wanted to add another line, I could say created by Mr. Pat. Okay, so there's my credits, which if I save changes and go here, here's the end of my puppy down here, and it's going to fade out, and you'll see those credits come. And they just kind of pop in and appear there. I'd want to do something a little cooler. Watch this. If I go and I double click on it again, if I double click just on the title and get into edit mode, there's this second set of options over here. If I click here, this is my start. This is what's called animation. So if I click start, that's where it's going to start. And in fact, you know what I might do? I might move this down like this to the bottom. And then click on end and click and move it all the way up to here. And now when I save these changes, come on, save changes. Watch this. This is like professional grade here. See how these credits are rolling up and moving? Kind of like the beginning of the Star Wars theme or our movie. All right. So those are called rolling credits. First of all, I want you to put something at the end. But being able to make them move, that animation. So again, watching the last few seconds of the video, the puppy fades out. And those roll on up to the top. In fact, I can even go ahead and use my fader bar, which I'm already very familiar with, to kind of fade these guys in a little bit. Oop. Let's try that one more time. There, they kind of fade in a little bit before you do that rolling credit thing. And that's pretty cool. You know what I might do also is extend my music through my credits. I can just click until I get that double arrow and drag it to the end. So I have music through the end of my credits. If you've ever watched like Guardians of the Galaxy or something, they have really cool music playing during their ending credits. It's almost worth sticking around after everybody's leaving the movie. All right, so that's the last thing I want to do to this video. So I'm just going to click the save button over here. And of course, I got there by clicking on these three little bars. But now, basically, we're done, okay? And when we're done, I know you might be familiar with the word exporting. And there is actually a button up here that says exports that shows you all the things you've exported already. But in Wevideo, what's really important is this thing called finishing. And it's over here in the top right corner. Click on that finish button, and it'll give you a selection of little images. They call them thumbnails. If it's just black, don't worry about it. But usually you get a couple of different choices, and that's a good one for me, Mr. Pat Period 1 Video 1. We want to make sure that we're exporting video. We want to make sure that we're in standard def. High def just takes up more memory and goes slower. And the destination is we could click on Wevideo as well. I mean, I'm sorry, Wevideo. It's going to export to, but also our Google Drive. Not a bad thing to check off there. You don't have to worry about YouTube or Vimeo or any of these other guys. And then you click down here at the bottom where it says export. You won't be seeing that. That's just me recording this on the screen capture. So you click the export button, and it'll tell you that it's going to take a little bit of time. You don't even have to keep the window open. And when it's done, it'll be in your Google Drive, and eventually your teacher may ask you to submit that video. Now, it's a 36-second long video, and it's the kind of thing you could send by email or share on Instagram or something if you wanted. But for our purposes, I just want you to know how to finish your first video number 1, and then we're going to learn some other skills, and we'll be doing that for our video 2.